I'm Lacey Sowders, and I read The Essential 55 by Ron Clark. I really enjoyed the book. I actually had a teacher just like this in high school, so it took me back to some memories. I really looked at the way he interacted with the students. It's definitely a prime example of somebody who is completely dedicated to their job. He wanted more from the students. He wasn't just there for the academics or the test scores. He was trying to make them better people. A lot of the Essential 55 rules that he had were mannerly. Don't brag when you win. Don't get mad when you don't. If somebody drops their books, help them pick them up. Look somebody in the eye when you're speaking to them. Just simple things that do make people seem more professional when they do get to that level. I really liked also how he disciplined the students. He knew that there had to be a common trust between the students and the authority figure being himself. So he never did raise his voice or lose his temper on the students, as you sometimes do see in school systems today. Rather, he used his own way of discipline, as in not letting them go on a field trip or being stern with them without overstepping the boundary. He also always held his ground. He did not give in. I know there was one example where the little boy was supposed to go on a field trip and he always brought in his homework, but one time he forgot to bring in his homework and he didn't get to go on the field trip. Whether the other 4 days of the week he brought it in or not, he didn't get to go because he forgot that one day. It may seem kind of harsh. I'm sure it's difficult as a teacher to not give somebody a free pass every once in a while, but he felt that that's how he had to discipline them to show the rest of the class that he was serious on these 55 issues. With me being secondary education, there's a lot of points that I can use, and I actually did take note of, but then there were some that I couldn't. That were more for children than teenagers. And I was very impressed by him, especially to come from not wanting to teach at all to being adventurous and out there and partying and doing whatever he wanted and staying out all hours of the night to being in a classroom for one day and completely changing his attitude towards it. So I definitely admired that. He was all in once he saw those students and he knew that's what he was supposed to be doing. Also, I admired him for teaching where he taught. He went from a rural, I think it was North Carolina school, to Harlem. So that's definitely, personally, that's one of my aspirations, to teach inner city kids who might not be under the best circumstances. But that's definitely something to look up to and something I admired about him. So it was definitely a very impressive story. He knows what he's doing. So thanks for listening, and have a good one.